In this video, we're going to be remaking Keisuke Takahashi's Rx7 from Initial D. Now, this vehicle appeared in multiple forms in the series. Across all 6 stages, the car only got faster and got more functional modifications. Unfortunately, Grand Theft Auto would most likely not have these mods in the game, such as canards or maybe certain fenders or something like that. But we're going to be trying to remake the car as close as possible, and hopefully we'll have a nice blend of all 6 stages into one for Grand Theft Auto. So, moving in, looking at the car's not too far off, but we're going to choose our modifications wisely. So, we're going to have to remove the livery, and there's a bunch of other liveries here, Fast and the Furious, for the Rx7 in game. So we're just gonna do the none. Perfect. Moving on, we're gonna see what else do we need to approach. So it's really necessarily my goal for this vehicle that kind of makes this challenging, and for some reason I think it was the Initial D's budget for the animation. At first, in the first 1 or 2 stages, they probably did have like some of these really high-tech modifications in the car, and they just couldn't show it. So we're gonna do bucket seats, because he did have bucket seats, and he does have the straps. So I think they were green, to be honest. And we can do color matched rear seats. So not color matched rear seats, the rear of the seat will be color matched to the car. Steering wheel, going from memory here, I do think it's one of these. Yep, close enough. No roll cage, which is surprising. Well, I didn't watch the whole 6 series, but I've seen images of the car. They did a lot with no roll cages. Maybe they just didn't know at the time that it was actually that important. But anyway, no louvers, of course not. Mirrors, yes, we do need them on the door. So we're gonna put them back on the door. Tuner mirrors is not an option. Okay, so hopefully we could change the color of these, because I believe these were body colored, so they were yellow on Keisuke's. Roof, no roof mods. Skirts. Now in series either 4 or not series 4, stage 4 or stage 3, when he went up against the guys on the I'm not gonna say which mountain, but it was the Evo, the 2 guys that drove Evos. He had a bunch of mods on the car before he raced them, so definitely leaning towards that. That FD was in its prime for that one. So we're gonna do that. Plastic splitter. Let's see. No taillight mods. We wish you could do something a little bit different, but we just can't. Lowered suspension. I do think, because they did not do that low, so we're just gonna do something. It doesn't really move that much, but we're just gonna do, let's just leave it. Exhaust fenders. He had stock fenders with the hole in near the front of the skirt there, so we're leaning towards that. Yep, I'm looking at the picture. So carbon would be nice, but it just didn't. So primary bolted rear fenders, no. We're not gonna touch that. No, not gonna touch the rear. We just want the hole in the fender, the front fender. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to remove these. Hood. No, he did have hood catches, but should we do hood catches first or do the new hood? And I don't want to keep this stock hood because I think the car would look so much better with a different hood. So let's do hood first. Not gonna do the see-through hood. It's this style of hood. Yeah, but I want it in yellow. So it needs to be body matched, and we're not gonna do the carbon. Vented, cutting vented hood. Okay, it does look identical on the pictures. Hood pins. We're gonna put the hood pins on the car. Okay. Plate doesn't matter, but you know, just white, which is close enough to the Japanese plate. Splitter. He did have a bunch of splitters on this. We're not gonna do anything with the canards because the canards look kind of weird. And they have the that pole holding the whole splitter up, so I don't really like the look of those. I much prefer the splitter be glued to the bumper. Have the main support as the bumper, not rods. Perfect. I'm gonna go with the style of the stock wheels that he had at first when he first ran into Takemi on the mountain. Not too bad, but most of the wheels that he had in the later stages look weird in GTA Online. I could find them, but they just look a certain type of way. So what color would we do? We're gonna have to do alloy or silver of some sort. Yeah, let's just do alloy. Takes the pressure off. So spoiler, he did have a big wing on stage 4 when he went up against the Evo, but not as big as these. Big as these. Sorry about that. Interesting choice here. And I'm not really a fan of these cars having big wings, even though they're rear-wheel drive and they really benefit from the spoiler giving that downforce. Not really a big fan. I think like Rockstar could have did something which made some of these more appealing, like, or just even more variety, even though there's 17 of them. I think we're gonna go. So on stage 4, he did have something like this, which I did like how it looked, but it was not as high as this one in GTA. So I think I'm gonna go back. I'm going to put this stock looking weird. Okay, not stock, but apparently it's not stock, but in real life, an Rx7 with a certain package would come with that type of wing. So we're gonna go with the regular wing that he had at first from the earlier stages. Okay, I think I did the right choice there for the wing. And this is what I meant about the choices that we have in game somewhat making or breaking the car, and I think I did the best I could. So looking at the car now, after driving it and then realizing what I could have did different, maybe something with the mirrors. Black mirrors were not on the car in initial D, but Rockstar did not give an option for that. Maybe I could have used the tuner mirrors and it would have flowed a lot more nicely. But yellow and black really don't compete with each other, and they really complement each other. So the tint and other aspects of the vehicle are just really paying off for that. And the rear of the car, as you can see, I have 2 exhaust tips. Keisuke never had that. He always had a Canon styled exhaust tip, but that's covered up by the spats there. And it looks weird with, you know, these wheels, but it's at first, right? It was kind of growing on me, and the hood really does justice. I really think this car is deserving of the hood, and it really flows well. I'm not sure if it's because of the hood catches or what, or was my game needed a rebooting or what, but let's see if it works now. I cannot open hood. So let's see here. Let's click on all. We're gonna click on all. Okay, it's glitching for some reason. Okay, no, it didn't. I clicked on all. The hood usually opens. I've reviewed this car before, and the hood, there's literally a engine model specifically for this car. There's a rotor in there. But nonetheless, we do have a nice view of the color matched seats. These are so unnecessary for a car that does toge racing. That would be so not as cost effective. You could have put the money into something else, but I do believe it's a nice touch, especially if you could see it. Maybe with some lighter tint, I could actually make that happen. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. And I do like this one a bit more than the A86, which is the Futo in this game, the Futo GTX, because I've actually seen multiple RX7s in real life, and they are jaw-dropping, especially when they are in excellent condition. Makes you really appreciate the styling that these had or have. So yes, I do like this car a little bit more than the 86. I will be doing Bunta's Impreza next. So who likes these videos will have that to look forward to. And yeah, this was pretty fun. I like how this car is so much different from the 86. And I'm interested to see how further we can keep this going. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.